Hi everyone, welcome to this episode. In this episode, I'm going to show you two new added chart type in support in columns. Let's quickly jump to the demo. Go to creation mode. Just pick in any existing data set. For example, like we have this GDP state simple data set. We use it for quite a long time to demonstrate US map. And for this case, we see that we summarize value. For this case, because we don't have multiple rows for each state, so it's same thing, sum value or the value itself. And we can easily to switch to the bar chart like we have before. But now you can also very easily to display, the whole thing in a tree structure. Before we introduced the tree structures before, but we requires it has a chain, like has parent child kind of relationship in the data. But now if it's just a flat rows, we support that as well. Basically, we automatically generate one root and put all the the identifier as a leaf. Interestingly, now we actually support another type of tree, which is TreeMap. I see there's a lot of people like this type of a type, random type. So if you go to tree settings, you can see now we have like two different layout. By default is tree. The other one is map. In this case, we actually lay out every single item in a map, and the map has multiple different ways to lay out, such as dice, slice dice, and binary. Depends on which style you want. The other one you may look at is basically the color scale. You see it's very flexible. You can build your own like palette, and you can change any what happened? You can change any basically the color value in your palette, or if you change the number of palette to size 2, then it will create a gradient, because it's basically just like generate all the transitioning column between these two. It's all flexible, but if you increase to multiple ones, then you probably want to build the palette by yourself, basically. It also supports drill down, but in our case, actually, we don't have like multiple layers, so it doesn't work. But if you really have like ID parent kind of relationship, you can build pretty deep kind of like multiple level, multiple depths tree. So this is the tree structure. Again, we have all the design tools available. That's no difference from all other types, so we don't need to show them. Another chart type we introduced is Radar. Radar is interesting because it is using multiple rings and to project every single value point using the radius to indicate where they are. In this case, we're using tooltip to show each key value, and we may also want to support like display labels on along every single data points, but you definitely had some other choices. Right now we only have choices for color or size. Yeah, and if you want to change the size, you can basically adjust it a little bit, like how the canvases get laid out. These are two new types I want to introduce you, and if you find it useful, try it out. I hope you like it. Thank you.